everybody. My name is Jessie, and typically I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. But today I am doing a video in ASMR showing you about my wax seal collection. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get into this and explain it as I go. But essentially, wax seals are, have you ever seen on envelopes where on the back where you would normally lick the envelope, there's a little stamp. So that is what a wax seal is, where you use sealing wax and you use a particular stamp like that, for example, and you make a beautiful stamp on the envelope. I should have brought an envelope to show you. It's not typically those business envelopes. It would be a card envelope with more of a corner ending. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway. So I have gotten really interested in wax seals recently. It's been fun. I really like sending letters and just making it a special moment and adding little touches, and so I've gotten really into wax seals. So without further ado, let me just show you my actual seals. Most, not all, but I think most of these are brass seals. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. I've got 15 seals right now. I'll go through and actually show you all of these seals because I think they're all really cute. Okay, so here is the first one. It has a J for my name, Jessie. So yeah, that's fun. You can get these in any alphabet letter. Okay, this next one, as you can see, this is a heart, but it is like a textured heart. So I thought this one in particular would be good for a semi-transparent wax if I wanted to put something underneath it. I'll get into that later, but anyway, that's just a very simple heart. Then I have this other heart seal. It's 2 hearts. I really like hearts. I find them to be it's a symbol that I really appreciate. So yeah, 2 hearts. Then I've got this one, which is fun. It makes basically what looks like a gemstone. A gemstone with a nice, ornate, kind of classical border. By the way, I have handles for these. So this is the handle, and it's so nice. You just, all of these, literally every wax seal I've ever bought has the screw, so you can just screw it on. I have a few other handles as well, because some of these came with the handle, but not all of them. But really, you only need one. I think I have 4 handles, but you only need one. This is obviously a lighter tone wood, darker tone wood. I don't personally care. I just need a handle. So, as you can imagine, and I'll talk about my waxes later. Here, for example, are some waxes, but basically you get the wax hot and you press and it makes a seal, but I'll talk about all of that more later. Right now I'm just going to show you the actual stamps that I have. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, next, I really love this one. It's a little letter with a pen, so it's just it's like a stationery theme, stationery on stationery, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, really cute. I think some of these brass ones might get stained over time. I'll have to figure out how to clean these. I'm not sure, but it looks like there's a little stain on the feather. You see that? Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, they also have a brassy smell. Okay, and then this is so cute. This is an owl delivering a letter. So, it's either these stamps in mind for like specific people, you know, if that makes sense. Like, in part, I got the Harry Potter because I like Harry Potter, but I also know I have some people in my life who like Harry Potter, so I would like think to use that with them. Speaking of, this is another Harry Potter one. This one is like my only stamp that I don't think is brass. I'm not sure what it is, but this is the Hogwarts crest. So that's super cute. And then this one is fun. This is an oval stamp. I love that. I love the different shapes. And as you can see, it's a candle. So super cute. Okay, and then this is a cat stamp, which obviously if you know me, you know I have 2 cats. And I love cats. And I definitely have people in my life who like cats. So that's for them. Okay, and then this one is really cute. This is a frog on a lily pad. Frog on a lily pad. So I really like that one too. Then this one is tulips. Tulips. It's a very, like, as you can see, that it goes very deep. The tulips are a very deep indentation. So that makes a very nice seal. This one is really fun. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a bond with lily pads and a lotus flower, or like a water lily flower. So that is super cute, like the water and the lily pads. Super cute. Okay, this one is just a simple leaf, or, you know, some sort of plant. I can't tell if it's like leaves or maybe buds, but anyway, super cute. Then there's this one. This is my biggest wax seal. It's just a little bit wider, and it is a dandelion. I love that one. Super pretty dandelion, losing a few of its seeds, so it's kind of like that, like wish, make a wish, you know, and blow out the seeds. Is that what they're called? I don't know what they're called, but blow those out. Okay, and then lastly, we've got this rose with a nice classic border, so very like old school. I like that. Elegant. So those are all of my seals, and I probably will get more as time goes on. I actually have like a pretty decent sized collection. Like, obviously you could just literally have like one seal. There's no need to go as like all out as I have, but like I've gotten really interested in this hobby and it brings me joy, so that's why I have gone all out and gotten so many seals and waxes, etc. Okay, so now let's get into the actual wax, because we had the seals and then now we need to talk about the wax. So I've got a lot of wax as well. First off, before I show you like the waxes, you need a melting spoon. And so yeah, here's the melting spoon. So you would put the wax in here, and you can either put this over a little thing that has a candle knew I was gonna forget about that if I didn't get it now. Also, sometimes always when you melt wax seals and you're done, like making the seal, there's often like left over in the spoon. So I just let that, I just take the spoon off the heat, and after a few minutes it hardens back up, and then you can pop it out of the spoon. These are non-stick spoons. As you can see, they look like Teflon or something. They're much easier because you can just pop the wax out more easily. You can also, while the wax is still hot, you can wipe it out with like a paper towel. Sometimes I do that as well, but with these non-stick ones, it's easy to just let it harden and then take it out. And as you can see, you would pour out of the area where it has that little pouring spout. So yeah, that's some of my wax. I'll show you the other colors that I have. Again, these are color coded. So we have got purple going into blue, blue going into like a blue green. Got quite a few like kind of blue green marine colors. And then we've got like mint greens, light greens. We don't really have any dark greens in here. Going into orange. Some of these are like semi-transparent, like this really like neon orange. And then we're going into reds and blacks. So there's that. And then I will also show you, here is another one. All of these are this little like octagon shape. We got different colors, and all of these ones are like a kind of shimmery, like a metallic sheen. So you can buy wax seals that have a metallic sheen. There's really all types. You can buy wax, what am I trying to say? Sealing wax, this is what it's called. You can buy sealing wax that has like a metallic sheen like that. You can buy ones that have little bits of glitter, such as that. Or this one also has little bits of glitter. Or you can buy ones that are semi-transparent like that. I think you can even buy glow-in-the-dark ones. And then you can buy opaque ones like that that are just no shimmer. They're just opaque color. So I kind of like having a range. It's nice to have a range of different colors and different like sheens to the colors, kind of like painting your nails. Like sometimes you want like semi-transparent nails, sometimes you want opaque nails, sometimes you want a shimmer or a glitter. Maybe that's why I love this hobby, because it kind of has like similar qualities to painting your nails, which I love. Okay, and then lastly, this is my this also has more sealing wax. So as you can see, I do not need to buy sealing wax for a very long time, unless I want a very specific color, but I've got so many colors. So these ones are black, as you can see. This is like a nice, kind of off-white, like kind of like a cool tone beige, which is nice. This is like an off-white, but like a warm cream off-white. This one's fun because it's like an iridescent, like kind of mermaid shimmer color, like shell, almost like a abalone shell or something. Not abalone, pearl, almost like a pearl. These two are, this is gold and then like a bronze. Love this color. years ago. So those are all my sealing waxes. As you can see, it's like way more than you'd ever need. I recommend, if you want to get started with wax seals and sealing wax and all that, you literally just buy one and buy one color and see what you think of it, because you might not even like it. It might be too much work. It just might not bring you joy the way it brings me joy. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to say is that I have actually purchased a respirator. I'll show it to you. This is a respirator. You can buy these online, or you can get them at like Home Depot or anything like that. But the reason I actually bought this is because these wax seals, when you melt the sealing wax, it releases gas, kind of the way, like when you burn a candle, there are like gases and fumes that get into the air that's like it's not good to breathe. So you can smell it for sure when you burn the sealing wax. You can smell it, and it will give you a headache if you do it for a prolonged period. And of course, headache is just a noticeable symptom, but obviously, like, it's not good for your brain, and it's not good for your body to be breathing in fumes. So if I'm just going to make a single wax seal because I'm mailing a single letter, I'm not going to pull out this mask and wear it. But if I'm making multiple wax seals at a time, I will definitely pull this out. It's worth it. It's like not the most comfortable, but it's totally worth it to avoid a headache and just to, like, choose like a healthier option. So I just wanted to put that out there. So when I make the wax seal, I put the sealing wax beads in here, I melt them, and I just have been pouring it onto, this is like wax paper, parchment paper. I think it's like a wax paper, no, maybe it's just parchment paper. So then I will dribble the wax onto the parchment paper, and I will have the stamp. I will have the stamp on the end here. Press it in, and that. Oh, if I want to do it directly on a letter, for example, or on something else, I will do it on that surface. But a lot of times, I will make the seals ahead of time, and I will do it on something like wax paper because it can just peel off. So I will show you some of the seals I have made ahead of time. Because some of these are just a little bit more complicated, like this one. As you can see, I used that like kind of pearlescent one, and it's the cat stamp. So I dripped the wax on here and I stamped it, and then I peeled it off. And this one, I'm not super happy with how it turned out, but I used a little metallic pen to like outline the cat and the design, and I don't love how it turned out. I forgot to bring those up to show you, but I have a silver and a gold pen. Like, here's another one that I did with the silver. So I didn't love how those turned out, but let me show you some other things that I've got in here. Oh my gosh, I'm like dropping them. Here is, I love this one. I love how this one turned out. Here is that dandelion one. So I used okay, so the way that you do this two-tone is more complicated. You have to initially stamp with the first color for what you want just have some of these seals ready to go, and the way that you use these seals once they're pre-made is you just need some sort of sticky thing. Like these are little round stickers, like they're just sticky on both sides, so you stick it to the envelope and then you stick the wax seal to it. So that's how you can do that. And it's nice because if you have some time and you want to be crafty and you want to make a bunch of wax seals in advance, like I have, then you just have them and they're ready to go, and you just need this to stick on the envelope. Okay, I'll show you some more wax seals that I have pre-made. Here is that gemstone one, and as you can see, I used like a nice shimmery red and a shimmery gold to make sort of a gemstone look. I think that's pretty cool. I think I'd also like to make some of these in purple, like a purple gemstone. Okay, what else? Okay, I think the only other ones that I have are, I'm trying to find like a nice one that I think looks good. Okay, this is the, what was it, like the pond lily pad. I like how this turned out. So as you can see, it's a 3-tone. The lily pads are green. The flower, the lotus or like lily flower, is pink, and then the background is like a translucent blue. So I really like the way that turned out. It genuinely looks like a little like lily pond, so I think that's fun. I did a bunch of these, and some of them look kind of funny, but that one, it's kind of cute because it almost looks like a water splash, but like, yeah, the wax just like went everywhere. And I did a couple with slightly different backgrounds. As you can see, this is a darker blue and it has little flecks of glitter. So yeah, that's fun. Here's another one, just slightly different color. It's kind of fun because like, as long as you have the like inner pieces, as you go, you can keep adding slightly different colors to the background, like the blue, for example, so that you have like different hues of blue. This was not easy though, because I had to spend like literally a couple hours making all of the like green wax seals and then cutting out all of the lily pads. Then I had to make a bunch of pink ones and cut out all of the flowers, like literally cut out every little petal on the flower. Then what was actually the hardest was that I had to try to stick all of these pieces in the wax seal and get them all to stay, and that was so hard. So honestly, I do not know that I'm going to take on this level of detail very often. It was just a lot, although I love the way these look, so I'm really glad that I made like quite a few of them. So I'm glad that all of that effort paid off. But yeah, probably most likely I'm just gonna make no more than like a 2-tone wax seal, like the dandelion one I showed you. That was easy enough. Or even just a single tone, just one color, and then you can use like I said, you can use like a metallic marker to like add like another color over top. You might even be able to use like, I haven't tried, but maybe you can use like a Sharpie to add color, especially if it's a lighter, like a white or cream color. You could maybe add color with Sharpie. I don't know. So yeah, those are all of my pre-made wax seals, and this one is where I keep like components of like one of the tones for like one of the colors that I want to use in the seal. As you can see, I have some of the lily, oh my gosh, this is so hard to get out. I have some of the lily flowers in here still. I've got like three lily flowers, like there's one. So if I ever want to make another of that one, I have a lily flower. there's a lot of, like, obviously the main way that I'm using wax seals is for letters, like when I'm sending a card or a letter, but you can use them for other things as well. Like if I'm making a present for someone, like maybe I want to make some soap for somebody and I want to wrap it fancy, like with some paper or something. I can wrap it and seal it with, like, seal the wrapping with a wax seal to look really nice. Maybe I'm giving a bottle of wine to someone and I want to put a wax seal on the wine bottle directly, or I want to, like, wrap the wine with some decorative wrap and wax seal that. You could wax seal on the outside of a present. You could wax seal onto, like, a cloth bag. You could, with that had a gift in it, like, you could do all sorts of things. Also, so I was, like, talking about this one. This is kind of a blank seal. It's just like a textured art, but it doesn't really have a whole lot. And I thought this one would be fun for, okay, so these are dried flowers, as you can see. The purple flower is, what is that called? Hydrangea. I don't know what the red, like the burgundy flowers are, but these hydrangea flowers are really cute and would make a really nice wax seal. Okay, so, like, let's say I have that and I want to put that down on a piece of paper, and then I put, like, clear wax, I put clear wax atop of it, and then I print, so then I am still able to see the flower because it's clear wax, and you have this, like, cute little heart design, so that's really nice. They also just have, like, you know, this one's textured, but you can literally just buy a circular seal that has, like, no texture or anything, so it's literally just a seal. So if you wanted to, like, have either a dried flower underneath it or some sort of, like, special decorative paper or something cut out in the shape of that circle, you could do that and then seal atop of that, and so that would just look really nice. You could also, instead of doing a clear wax, you could do, like, a semi-transparent color, like some of these I showed you. I've got, like, some semi-transparent waxes so that you could see underneath to the design that is underneath. So yeah, I've also got to show you, these are some Queen Anne's lace. These grow all over as, like, weeds in the Pacific Northwest. They're also known as wild carrot, I believe. So yeah, these could also be really pretty. In this case, because it's so big, I would not, like, use it in the same way I was talking about with the hydrangea. I would use this maybe to make a card, like the inside of a card, not the envelope. Maybe I would, like, use, like, a card, some ribbon, and then, like, this flower, and then stamp it all together to make, like, a decorative card. And then I would put that in an envelope, and if I wanted, I could wax seal the envelope closed as well. So that is all that I have to show you with my wax seal collection, and I actually only have really started this collection starting about 2 months ago, so it's a very new hobby, but already I have been sending all of my envelopes with wax seals, and I have been making wax seals ahead of time, so I have already really gotten into it. It's been fun. Yeah, it's just a fun hobby. I think it adds a nice little touch, like receiving a card in the mail, and you see that it just has a little extra touch, like a wax seal. I just think is really fun, and it's just fun for me. It's a fun hobby. It feels crafty, but in a very, like, practical way, and it relates to, like, all of this to me relates to social relationships. Like, if I'm sending a card, I'm obviously sending it to another person, and so to me, I, like, view it as, like, a nice way to add, like, a little touch and show somebody in my life that I care. So wax